I think that a lot of people, they're just not really living fully.
Sure.
You know, and that's part of that is because the embodiment piece is really missing in a lot of spirituality as well as in mainstream culture.
Right.
And it's like, the capacity to be able to feel everything and move the energy. It's like a fire. A fire starts in your soul and it begins to awaken.
Yeah. And I think that's something that I'm sure you must be definitely well aware of, and I've spoken to other friends about it as well. When you look at it from that spiritual point of view, a lot of work seems to be, when it's done, and they seem to like sort of focus, if you're looking at the chakras from sort of here up, and you know, but like a lot gets forgotten about, like the base, sacral, and solar chakras, and we're getting that right.
Sacral, root chakra.
Root chakra, yeah, and it's such an important element. And from my absolutely naive, minimal understanding of Tantra, that it's a full embodiment of all aspects of your both your physical body and your higher self as well.
Exactly, and the misconceptions come from the fact that it doesn't exclude sexuality.
Right.
So that means people think it's about sexuality.
Sure.
Yes, it's about sexuality, but it's also about power and being okay with whatever you're feeling and opening your heart, you know, wide open so that you can give and receive love.
Sure.
And it's about, you opening your intuition, opening your expression, connecting to God. And it's also like those lower chakras, you know, it's all a bit messy and, you know, it can get risky. And so most people would prefer to tuck it away, you know, and I think that's part of the reason why the pornography industry is so huge.
Yeah.
It's like, I find it funny that, you know, sexuality is something which is quite often not given the permission to be expressed in public environments. And I'm not saying, you know, like people should be having sex in public, but just sexual energy in general, you know, like we're sexual beings. So can it be okay that we're moving in our life as sexual beings, as sensual beings?
Yeah.
No, that's not okay, but pornography is.
Sure.
You know, it's like, and this is the way that our children are learning about sex a lot of the time. Yeah,
which is a really a terrible state of affairs, really, that it has to come through that. I really feel like it's changing, but for a longest period of time where there's been such shame attached to our sexuality and expressing our sexuality as well. So it is something that did become more subvert, and then obviously, like you said, really led to spike in pornography and all that, which, I mean, it's definitely not healthy. And we're at the stage now that because technology makes information so much more easily accessible, that a lot of children are learning about sexuality through pornography, and not the type of pornography that's I don't know, because I feel there's definitely some aspects of pornography that can be enriching and teaching when it's done properly, but by and far the majority is just trash.
I must have missed that video.
Perhaps not. I'm just thinking of like self-help stuff or something like that, you know.
Right, yeah, of course.
But like most of the stuff we get, 99% of it is just, you know, crap. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel like there's something really changing in the world at the moment, and has been.
It's changing, and it's still like there's a lot of people with porn addictions, you know, and children are still, you know, I'll have a workshop of between 30 and 40 people, and I'll often ask the question, who's spoken to their child about sexuality? No one will put their hand up. Who was spoken to about sexuality from their parents? And these are pretty open people. Yeah. And it's like, you know, I think it stems from everybody needs love, and making love is like the most potent, beautiful way to feel that. And at a soul level, we know that, and we're called towards it, whatever form it's in. But if what was available to our children and available to us was a healthy vision of that, and, you know, healthy conversations, then people would associate sexuality with love.